Hello, Miss Cardi. I don't know if you're watching my video towards the beginning or the end, but I imagine you're pretty sick of watching these by now, so let's cut right to the chase. These are my trigonometric functions, and this is my equation. So on the left side, just taking a look really quick, we know that secant theta also equals 1 divided by cosine theta. Tangent theta also equals sine theta divided by cosine theta. Now I'm going to start with the right side, so this isn't important right now, but definitely important to remember because this will play in to verifying this equation. So taking a look at the right side, we have cosine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta. Cosine theta also equals 1 divided by secant theta. Sine theta also equals 1 divided by cosecant theta. Although this is true, I don't think it's going to help us in making this side look like this side. So let's just go ahead and keep that in the back of our heads, but not make any changes right away. So you were generous enough to give me the hint to multiply the numerator and the denominator by 1 plus sine theta. So that's what I'm going to do. 1 plus sine theta, 1 plus sine theta right here. Okay, so when I multiply these together, the fraction turns into cosine times 1 plus sine theta over 1 minus sine theta times 1 plus sine theta. So this is what we got right now. So what I did to the numerator was I distributed the cosine into the 1 plus sine theta, which got me to cosine times 1 just equals cosine, to get the 1 out of there. And then cosine to sine equals cosine times sine. So the numerator is, this is not the right one. So the numerator is looking like this: cosine theta plus cosine times sine theta. Now in the numerator we're going to FOIL. In the denominator we're going to FOIL. So 1 times 1 equals 1, and 1 times sine equals sine. Negative sine times 1 equals negative sine. Sine times sine equals sine squared. After that foiling is done, it brings us to 1 plus sine theta minus sine squared theta. So the plus sign and the minus sign can just go away. And that leaves me with 1 minus sine squared in the denominator. Now this looks familiar. 1 minus sine squared theta. Oh yeah, the Pythagorean identity says that 1 minus sine squared theta equals cosine squared theta. So let's go ahead and get rid of this and substitute the denominator with cosine squared theta. Now since we have 2 values in the numerator and 1 value in the denominator, we can split up this into 2 fractions. It's going to turn into cosine theta over cosine squared theta plus cosine times sine theta over cosine squared theta. So now on the right side we have cosine theta over cosecant squared theta over cosine squared theta plus cosine theta times sine theta over cosine squared theta. Now when I divide cosine theta by cosine squared theta, the cosine turns to 1 and the cosine squared theta turns to cosine. When I divide cosine theta divided by times sine theta divided by cosine squared theta, I'm left with 1 times sine theta divided by cosine theta. Now we know that 1 times sine theta just equals sine theta, so I can get rid of the 1. So now on the right side we're left with 1 divided by cosine theta plus sine divided by cosine theta. And now earlier in the video we flipped these over. We had exactly that. 1 divided by cosine theta equals sine theta divided by plus sine theta divided by cosine theta. So now we can go ahead and replace 1 divided by cosine theta with secant theta, and sine divided by cosine theta with tangent theta. And now, if you look at this, our equation is all verified.